Monahan, baseline jumper from 6.
It's time for live sports coverage on the NCWLIFE Channel. Tonight's basketball action is brought to you in part by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Our gold sponsor, Town Auto Group. Sponsorship also includes Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Air Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Inland Northwest Honda Dealers, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue, Together for Youth, and the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Now let's go live to the gym for high school basketball on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station.
Side to three-point line. No, it isn't. It's a 3, and it's good. Hello and welcome, everyone, to another exciting broadcast of Big 9 basketball here tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. This kicks off and continues, I should say, our winter sports schedule, and it's a busy one here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Tonight's Big 9 matchup, the Moses Lake Mavericks in town to take on the Wenatchee Panthers. And a little bit different scenario with these 4 teams meeting tonight. Only the Wenatchee girls have a 500 record. The other 3 teams below 500. That includes the Moses Lake girls, who are usually very, very strong. Off to a little bit of a slow start this year, and the Wenatchee boys still yet to find their first victory here in this young season. So it should be a good one. Big 9 basketball tonight. It's the 2-2 Wenatchee girls and the 2-4 Moses Lake girls, and then our next game will be the Moses Lake boys at 2-4 and the Wenatchee boys at 0-4. When we come back and the pregame show continues, we will talk to Wenatchee High School head coach Emma Dormeyer right after this.
Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue, family owned and operated on North Wenatchee Avenue, right next to Hooked on Toys. Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue uses only fresh ingredients, handcrafted with love, including authentic Hawaiian barbecue and Japanese-style ramen noodle soups. And the bubble teas will keep you coming back for more. Enjoy the culinary tour of the Pacific Rim with Hawaiian barbecue lunches and combo plate classics, as well as ramen noodle soups. Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue. Enjoy their comfort food like you're one of the family.
Our pregame show continues now as we are joined by Wenatchee High School head coach Emma Dormeyer. And Emma, your second year now, no wins last year. You have 2 wins under your belt this year. That's got to feel awfully good.
Yeah, it feels really good. Really, they've earned it, right? Last year was a tough season, but like you mentioned, we got better as the year went on, and towards the end of the season, we were seeing more success, and we played a lot in the off season, last summer, last spring, last fall, and we're finally winning some games.
And ironically, you're the only team of the 4 teams here tonight that's at a 500 record out of everyone here tonight. So, Coach, what have you liked about this team so far this season?
I'm really liking our defensive effort. We're disrupting other teams, and we're dictating the pace of the game, and that's something that we're really looking to do tonight. We need to keep doing that.
So what are you hoping to improve on? I guess maybe that's just what you thought that they were doing well, but what do they need to improve on?
Well, and I think it goes to the same for most teams right now, but offensively we're a little slow right now and getting shots to fall and taking the right shots. And so offensively, I'm hoping over the next couple of weeks we start to excel a little bit more, and for right now, defense is creating a lot of our offense, and I'm hoping that offensively things start to come together. And
it is early in the season, that's for sure. And Coach, I was talking to you a little bit off camera that I see lots of familiar faces warming up on the other end of this gym. That means they bought into your program. That's got to feel really good too. Yeah, and I mean,
we are really young, and so having most of the girls back has been really fun to keep building on last year and what we've been doing. But yeah, our culture is strong. I'm proud of it.
All right, Moses Lake, typically a very experienced team, well-coached team. Do you see anything different in this team this year?
They are a little bit of a different team. I'm realizing that if we really bring the defensive pressure, we might have more of an opportunity to put some points up. So,
Coach, I look forward to talking to you as the season goes on, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, when we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineup as the pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do? We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome back courtside. Grant Olson with you as the players are being introduced on the floor, and we will go through tonight's starting lineup. Do want to mention that tonight's coaches interview is brought to you by TC Slingers. Let TC Slingers save you time, money, and labor with their conveyor application. Call for your free estimate today at 509-885-2269. TC Slingers of Wenatchee, your landscape placement company. Starting lineup for the Moses Lake Mavericks under head coach Matt Strophe will be Kylie Voss, a 5'8 senior. She'll be joined by fellow senior Kendall Reffett. She's at 5'6". Also starting tonight at guard, 5'8 senior Lexi Cox. Kaya Char gets the start tonight at guard. She's a 5'6 junior. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Moses Lake Mavericks is 5'11", or I should say 5'10 junior. She's a forward, Madison Bond. And now for the homestanding Wenatchee Panthers, led by their second-year head coach, Emma Dormeyer, it'll be Zaylee Stegman. She's a junior. No heights for the Wenatchee girls, so I can't give you that. Riley Jones is the center. She's only a sophomore. Gabby Bowen supplies the experience on this team. She is a senior, and she's been playing varsity basketball for Wenatchee since she was about a sophomore, so she's going to bring a lot of experience to this Panther lineup tonight. Also starting is Marin Stuber. She's a one-wing player. She is a junior. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Wenatchee Panthers is guard. She's a sophomore, Carson Garcia Miller. So we have our starting lineups tonight, and the Wenatchee Panthers, as I mentioned, come in with the 2-2 record. Moses Lake 2-4 overall on this young season. And boy, it is a young season so far. No common opponents yet for these two teams. The boys will have one later on, but no common opponents for the girls. And I do want to mention, nice to have you folks streaming on Facebook tonight. We will have game number 2, the Moses Lake Wenatchee boy game, also on Facebook and on the NCWLIFE Channel. I also want to give special props to our platinum sponsor tonight for winter sports, and that's Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. You can turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call at 509-662-6842, and also our gold sponsor, Town Auto Group. We'll pause now for tonight's national anthem. Fantastic job, as always, by the Wenatchee High School Gold Apple Band, and one of the best around in the state. You're going to hear them loud and proud throughout this broadcast here tonight. And I do want to mention and acknowledge some more of our sponsors. Abby's Pizza, for more than 50 years. Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge, 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. Order online at abby's.com. And also by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda, committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also with eco-friendly actions and alternatives. All right, teams have taken the court. We are just about ready for basketball, kicking off our basketball year here on the NCWLIFE Channel, and hope you enjoy this one tonight here from Wenatchee High School. Center circle is Myron Stuber for the Panthers. Jumping it up is Madison Bond for Moses Lake, and the Mavericks come up with the opening tip, and we are underway, folks. At the top of the key, that's Bond, and now it's off to the left wing. I should say, got to get the Moses Lake sheet out here. 22 is Kaya Char, takes a shot, no good. Not sure I've ever done that. Now it's in the hands of number 14, Lexi Cox, also with a lot of experience for Moses Lake. It goes off a Wenatchee hand and out of bounds, and it will be Maverick basketball. Just underway, no score here from Wenatchee High School. Great to have you along. Kendall Reffett with it, top of the key, goes right side. That's Cox, back to Reffett. Now it's Char down low. Voss can't do anything with it as Reffett drives, takes the shot, no good. Offensive rebound though, and now the long distance shot. Madison Bond, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Mavericks and Kylie Voss. So Moses Lake will reset their offense here. Couple of chances. Bond's going to put up a three again, no good. This time the Panthers do get their hands on it, and with the rebound is Riley Jones. Back the other way comes Wenatchee. Far side wing, Zaylee Stegman. She'll drive to the top of the key. Try and set up the offense here. Now it's Carson Garcia Miller. Back to Volan now underneath. Riley Jones posting up but won't take the shot. Coach Dormeyer telling her take that shot. Wild shot taken by Volan. It's a loose ball on the baseline, and it's out on the Panthers. And this will be Moses Lake basketball. No score here, 6:37, just underway first quarter. Wenatchee comes out full court pressure here in this first quarter. On the dribble for Moses Lake, and having some trouble with it is Char. Now does get it to Bond, top of the key. Right side, there's Reffett. Bond cross court to Lexi Cox. Now back out top of the key. It's Kayla Char. To the left side, Cox drives the baseline, tripped up a bit, can't get the shot off. Moses Lake will reset, take the long shot. It's Kyla Char, no good. And boy, the offensive rebounds are killing Wenatchee right now. Shot up and good. It's Lexi Cox. Rebounding, a big problem here early on for the Panthers, as Moses Lake has had at least 5 offensive rebounds in just the first couple minutes of this first quarter. Underneath now, it's the Panthers and Jones. She's tied up down low, and we'll have a jump ball call, and possession will go to the Panthers. Riley Jones out there. Like I said, I don't have the heights for the Panthers, but a distinct height advantage over the rest of the Moses Lake starters. Here's Volan now, crossover move, left-handed shot, nicely done, up and in. Tied up 2 apiece. Back the other way, the Mavericks once again facing full court pressure. It's Voss to Lexi Cox. I think this pressure got a pushing foul, and it will be on Riley Jones, but I think this full court pressure took Coach Strophe and the Moses Lake Mavericks a little bit off guard here. So that's our first foul of the game, and it's on Riley Jones. 2-2 score, Mavericks with it. It's Cox. Picked up there by Stegman. Cross-court Bond with it. She's going to drive the baseline, kind of fumbles it, gets it back out. It's Char, drives in and out, no good. And the Panthers come up to the rebound, and it's Gabby Volan. Cross half court. Now to Garcia Miller, near side. It's Stegman, cut off there. Volan's going to take the three. It's good. 5-2 Panthers, and all 5 points for Gabby Volan here in this first quarter. Once again, the Panthers stay with that full court pressure. Can't cut off the dribbler, though. Nice job by Reffett all the way down court. Easy baseline shot for Bond, up and in. 5-4 our score as we creep up on 4.5 minutes left in this quick-moving first quarter here from Wenatchee High School. Volan almost traveled with it, now gets it to Jones. Long shot, Volan again, no good, and a long rebound is picked up by Char for the Mavericks. Here's Cox with it. Lots of experience in Lexi Cox, the 5'8 senior for the Mavericks, now to Bond. Baseline it goes to Char. Back to Bond. She's going to take another three. Too hard off the back of the rim, no good. Garcia Miller with the Wenatchee rebound. Down court, it's Volan. The left-hand dribble now crosses over top of the key. She's going to stop and pop from there, up and in. 8 points for Gabby Volan here in this first quarter. And the Wenatchee girls with a 4-point lead here. Down back the other way. Doesn't last long, though. A layup up and in by Kylie Voss on a nice pass. And Coach Dormeyer wants to talk things over. 3:39 left to go in the first quarter. It's Wenatchee 8 and Moses Lake 6. Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aquatherapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also brought to you by Clean Air Connection. Keep your carpet, area rugs, upholstery, and air ducts clean for a healthier environment inside your home. Call Clean Air Connection today or at yourcleanconnection.com. Out of the break, Panther basketball. It'll be Gabby Volan in control as the Panthers out of the timeout, a 2-point lead. 3:30 now left first quarter. Volan in some trouble at the top of the key, walking all over the place. And that, believe it or not, is our first turnover of the night. And it's on the Panthers here with 3:28 left. Cox will bring it in, does so to Char. Back to Lexi Cox. And to Char. Mavericks having some trouble getting that ball across half court. I think we've got another jump ball right in front of us here. And this time the possession arrow goes to the Mavericks. Substitution coming in for the Panthers. It's Danica Cordona. She'll come in for Zaylee Stegman. Cordona only a sophomore. All right, it's Cox now for the Mavericks. Left side, and the left-handed shot taken by Kelsey Wiltbank is no good. And the rebound to the Panthers down court with it is Cardona. Now back out to Garcia Miller. Looks, surveys the situation, stops her dribble at the right wing. Can't find anyone. Now goes top of the key to Volan. Volan, nice drive. Almost could have put that shot up, but it does go off a Moses Lake leg and out of bounds. And will remain Panther basketball. Substitution for the Mavericks. Out is Madison Bond, and in the game is Gracie Cast. She's only a freshman at 5'10". Cardona in the lane, and kind of a wild throw by Cardona, and that's turnover number 2 now on the Panthers here in this first quarter. Once again, Wenatchee comes out full court pressure. It's Cox looking things over. Cast gets it now down low. The left-handed shot no good, and that was by Wiltbank. But the Mavericks another offensive rebound, long shot and a long rebound that just goes out of bounds, and this one will go to Wenatchee. Boy, the Mavericks just killing the Panthers on the offensive glass here in this first quarter. But the Panthers do maintain the 2-point lead, 8-6 our score. Here's Garcia Miller on the right wing. Cross court, Volan takes a couple of dribbles in the key, tries to pass it around a couple players, gets the ball back, it's still loose. Now Cardona picks it up, and from 8 feet, good. Danica Cardona with her first 2 points of the night. Panthers a 10-6 lead. It's Char now across court. Lexi Cox, beautiful pass down low. It's Madison Bond. No, it isn't. It's number 30, Riley Nolette, who is in the game as well. A 5'11 senior. Goes off her hand and out of bounds. And that's the first turnover on the Mavericks here in this first quarter. Like the game plan of the Panthers, keeping it controlled here in this first quarter, and a kicked ball, and that will reset the shot clock back to 30 seconds and give Wenatchee the ball as Stegman comes back in the game, and so does Kendall Reffitt for the Mavericks. Stegman will bring it in to Volan with 1:40 left in this first quarter. Volan gets a screen, can't do anything with it, dumps it down low, nothing there. Back out Cardona. side of the key, off the glass shot, no good. Nice rebound by Jones and kicks it back out to Stegman. Here's Volin. Steps back, puts up the long shot off the glass, is no good. Rebound to the Mavericks, and it's Gracie Cast with it. Still has it, now kicks it back out to Refit. Left side, Lexi Cox with her first shot of the night, up and good for three.
Cox.
She has 5 in this first quarter with a minute left now in the opening period. Here's Cardona. Right side wing, looks for a screen, gets it from Jones, now hands it off Stegman, open. She's going to put up the shot. Short right side, no good, and the rebound into the hands of Lexi Cox. Now left side, it's Wiltbank. Wiltbank inside, tied up is Nolette. Underneath the shot, no good. Lexi Cox runs down the rebound and gives the Mavericks an extra 30 seconds with 30 left on the clock in this first period. Here's Cox again for 3, up and good. 2 threes in a row, substitution, and we've got an injured Maverick. It's Gracie West with a very tender ankle, and that gets Madison Bond off the bench to come in for her here with 23 seconds left in this first quarter. 12-10, the first lead of the night for the Mavericks, as the Panthers have led most of the way in this opening period. Stegman, left side Volin, left-handed dribble, kicks it into the key, but nobody home, and it goes out of bounds. And that's turnover number 3 now for the Panthers. 9 seconds left first period. Cox now to Refit. Panthers still in that press to Bond. Had a player underneath, wide open, Nolette. Puts the shot up off the glass, up and good, as the buzzer sounds. After 1 here at Wenatchee High School, and game number 1 of our doubleheader. It's Moses Lake 14 and Wenatchee 10. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Wenatchee Valley. Here, most of us really enjoy the great outdoors, and most of us try to make the most of our natural resources. Here at Apple Valley Honda, we know that for generations, we have harnessed nature to sustainably power the West, and we are proud to be part of that tradition as an environmentally green dealership award winner. Being a green dealership means Apple Valley Honda has reduced our overall environmental impact. We are so proud to live in this wonderful community.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Good first period here from Wenatchee High School. It's Moses Lake 14, Wenatchee 10 as we kick off second quarter action here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I'm Grant Olson, and nice to have you along on this Friday night. Ball is kicked, and Wenatchee will do it all over again. Wenatchee led for about 90% of that first quarter. Moses Lake took the lead late in the quarter with 2 threes by Lexi Cox, and that's where we stand at 14-10. Panthers with it. Underneath, Riley Jones, and she's tied up underneath. Kylie Voss did tie her up, and this will be Maverick basketball. Panthers will get the next jump ball call as we are underway second quarter. 14-10, Moses Lake with it. Here's Lexi Cox. Hands it off. Now it's Madison Bond, top of the key. She drives but passes it off. Does get it to a teammate. Now the shot's taken by Char. Too hard off the back of the rim. No good. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Kylie Voss. Shot taken this time. Refit is no good. And the Panthers come up with the rebound. It's Maren Stuber. Volin, a pass that's almost picked off and turned over, but Stegman saves that one. And the Panthers still on offense. Moving screen call this time on the Panthers. It's Riley Jones, and she picks up her second personal foul. Now the only 2 fouls in the ball game both belong to Riley Jones, and that quickly gets a Panther up off the bench. It's Mock Cardona. She's only a freshman, number 22 into the lineup. Madison Bond to rep it, left side for the Mavericks. Underneath, shot up and good. Kylie Voss with a nice shot there. She has 4 in this first half. 16-10. Mavericks on top. Moses Lake on about an 8-0 run right now on the Panthers. Here's Cardona to Mock Cardona, and the ball is stolen away. Turnover number 4 on the Panthers. It's Char, and she walks with it, and that's only the second turnover on Moses Lake here in this first half. Carson Garcia-Miller back off the bench for the Panthers. She comes in. I think Gabby Volan will get a breather now. In this 16-10 ball game, very competitive first half here so far. Garcia-Miller will bring it across half court for the Panthers. Goes left side. It's Cardona. That's Danica Cardona. There's 2 of them in there now. Running hook, a right-handed shot. Nice shot by Stuber. I should say, yes, Stuber just wouldn't go in. And back the other way come the Mavericks. It's Cox to Bond. Dumps it underneath. Voss again with an easy bunny, but can't get it to go. Garcia-Miller has it. Now the ball's picked up by Stegman. And the Panthers back on offense. 5:50 left in the first half. Garcia-Miller bounce pass down low. It's Maren Stuber. Back out Cardona, and took that first step before she put the ball on the court. And that's turnover number 5 now on the Panthers here in this first half. Once again, great to have you folks streaming tonight. This first game on Facebook, or however you may be streaming us. And remember, game number 2 will be both streaming and on the NCWLIFE Channel. Here's Rep It now for the Mavericks with a 6-point lead. Char's going to take the baseline shot. Air ball. Garcia-Miller with the rebound. And then we have a reach-in foul on one of the Mavericks. That'll be on Kylie Voss. And believe it or not, the first team foul on Moses Lake in this ball game is Mock Cardona comes out of the ball game and back in there. For the Panthers, I should say, making her first appearance tonight is Lola Dietzman, a senior for Wenatchee. Here's Cardona now. Danica gets bumped off the ball right at the elbow, and that'll be a foul on Kendall Reffett. That'll be her first. 2 team fouls on each team now here in this first half. 16-10, Moses Lake on top. Here's Garcia-Miller. Goes on the right wing to Stegman. In a bit of trouble on the wing. Now bounce pass to Stuber. Back to Stegman. Takes the shot from 6. No good. Rebound underneath. It's Char for the Mavericks. Nice look for the Panthers that time. Just couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. Right side, Reffett with it. Down on the baseline. Lexi Cox dumps it down to Voss, who's had a big game down below. And we've got an elbow and an offensive foul called on Voss. And that'll be Kylie Voss's second foul here in this first half. Moses Lake with 3 team fouls. The Panthers with 2. Riley Nolette checks back in for Moses Lake, and she'll replace Kylie Voss with those 2 personal fouls. 16-10, 4:40 left second quarter. Been a good one here so far in game 1 of our doubleheader. Here's Stegman looking for a screen, changes direction, left hand, goes all the way to the basket, but gets it rejected by Riley Nolette. And the Mavericks back down on offense. Quickly, it's Char. Top of the key, comes to Bond. Now it's Lexi Cox, drives to the key, kicks it out to Reffett rather. Reffett, nice pass. Underneath, I should say, Char to Cox. It goes off a Maverick and out of bounds, and this will be Panther basketball. Lexi Cox looks a little perplexed out there. She thought it went off a Panther. But it is Wenatchee basketball. Stegman with it slowly across the timeline as we approach 4 minutes left to go in this first half. Stegman to Garcia Miller. Dump pass down to Cardona. Falls to the floor, and it's jump ball. It will be Wenatchee possession here. Gabby Volan back into the lineup. Also, Ava Jo Berry, a junior, checks in for the Panthers. Cardona checks out, as well as Stegman for the Panthers. Wenatchee inbounds play all the way out to Garcia Miller. Picked up there in this zone by Cox. Volan with it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. It didn't reset after that jump, and then Volan turns it over. Right into the hands of Reffitt, and back come the Mavericks. Here's Cox, far side wing. Tries to dump it down low. Good defense by Garcia Miller, and the Panthers back the other way. Garcia Miller, tough shot, but she does draw the foul in the lane. Garcia Miller will go to the line and shoot 2. And that foul is on Lexi Cox, her first. 4 team fouls now on the Mavericks, 2 on the Panthers here in this first half. Garcia Miller at the free throw line. First free throw off the glass and good. She'll get another one. 16-11 ball game. 2 points so far in this quarter for Moses Lake, 1 so far for the Panthers, and it remains 1 as Garcia Miller misses the second free throw. Quickly back come the Mavericks. Underneath, and the shot no good. The ball is bounced off of Volan and out of bounds, and it will remain. Okay, they changed the call, and it's off a Maverick, and it will be Panther basketball. I thought that was the correct call. The Panthers will have it. Crowd trying to get into this a little bit. Panthers a little flat here. It started off so well in the first quarter, and only 1 point with almost 5 minutes gone here in the second. Volan, top of the key. Stuber had it knocked away from her. Berry picked it up. Now it's back to Stuber. Took that step once again, and that'll be called every time. Traveling violation. That gives it back to the Mavericks. Here's Lexi Cox across the line, timeline to Bond. Reffitt now drives into the lane and then out of the lane. Wiltbank has it, the lefty off the glass, and good. Kelsey Wiltbank with her first 2 of the night. And that's off the bench for the Mavericks. That extends the lead to 7 now. Almost a travel on Volan. Long shot by Stuber off the back of the rim. No good. Berry chases it down, but it goes out of bounds. And it's Moses Lake basketball. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. Good to see Gracie Cast come back in for the Mavericks. She replaces Bond. Cast went out in the first quarter with kind of a sprained ankle or a gimpy ankle, and she's back in there. Good to see. Here's Cox with it, hands it off to Cast and drives right to the basket. That ankle looked fine right there. No good, and it goes off Moses Lake, and it will be Panther basketball. 2:18 left to go first quarter. Moses Lake up by 7. Here's Volan. Top of the key, just steps back and takes the long-range shot, no good. Wiltbank with the rebound, and we've got an injured Panther down on the other end of the court, I believe. She does get up and shake it off. It's Lola Dietzman, the senior for the Panthers, and she stays out there just a little bit shaken up for a second, gets right back up. Boy, isn't youth great. All right, Zaylee Stegman wants to check back in. He'll have to wait till the next stoppage in play. Volan. Dietzman has it. Back to Volan. Gets a screen. Now Volan goes to the right side. Kicks it out. Garcia Miller for 3. Too hard, no good. Reffitt with the rebound. Gives it to Cox. Under 2 minutes left first half. Cox kicks it out right side. Reffitt drives into the lane. She won't take the shot. And we have an offensive foul. I believe it's on Reffitt as Volan took the charge, and she is excellent at that. And boy, she took one there, and that foul will be on Kendall Reffitt, and that's her second. 5 team fouls now on Moses Lake here in this first half as Stegman comes in and Lola Dietzman to the bench for the Panthers. Here's Volan as the Panthers try to get some offense going here late in this second quarter. As I mentioned, only 1 point in this second quarter as Volan dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. That's 8 turnovers on the Panthers here in this first half. 3 for Moses Lake. Cox across the timeline. Minute and a half left to go now, first quarter. Left side, here's Madison Bond right to the cross court, I should say. The shot taken is no good. Wiltbank, the lefty, and the rebound to the Panthers. Here's Volan at the elbow, cross step into the lane, and she's fouled as she takes the shot. Gabby Volan will go to the line and shoot 2. Madison Bond with that foul for Moses Lake. That's her first. Gabby Volan to the free throw line. Volan did have a great first quarter with 8 points. Misses her first attempt at a free throw. Gets another one as Barry comes out, and back in there, the sophomore Danica Cardona. Volan at the line. Missed her first one. Trying to make up for it here. Here's the second. It's good. 1 point, Volan. So 2 points for the Panthers here in this second quarter. And boy, Moses Lake not much better. 4 points in this second quarter after quite a bit of scoring in the first. Not much here in the second. Here's Lexi Cox. The reverse layup is no good. Who's got the rebound? It goes off Cardona, and it will be Maverick basketball. Back into the lineup is Kaya Char for Moses Lake, and she replaces Riley Nolette. Here's Cox, inbounds play, beautiful to Wiltbank, underneath, up and good.
2 points, Wiltbank.
20-12 now, under a minute to go, second quarter. Garcia Miller, 3-point shot, no good. And the rebound, Stegman fighting for it, but they say it went off Stegman's hand and out of bounds. Boy, and the Panthers pretty much one and done here in this second quarter. A lot of outside shots, but not a lot of offensive rebounds to keep that possession going. 40 seconds now left, second quarter. Cox goes right side. Wiltbank has it, the lefty. Cross court, open is Char, and she's going to take the three. Good. The third three-pointer for the Mavericks, and our first double-digit lead here in this game. It's 23-12 now. Moses Lake on top. Turnover as Cast comes up with it, and then a foul right back. Kind of an anger foul, as Eric and I like to call it. A player commits the turnover and then turns around and commits the foul, and that's exactly what Danica Cardona did. That's her first. In this 23-12 ball game, Mavericks have pretty much owned this second quarter, and that's been the difference so far in this half. Here's Cox. Mavericks trying to get the last shot off here of this second quarter. Shot clock off. Here's Cox. 3-point shot is good. 2 seconds. 1. No shot for the Panthers. How about that? That is how this first half ends. Our score at the break, Moses Lake 26 and Wenatchee 12. We're back with halftime report and much more in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
In Digital Media Arts program, we learn about video production gear and editing by the combination of class projects and nonprofit work and employment.
It makes things happen.
Yeah.
It's pretty magical.
We work in the industry at the Wenatchee Round, NCWLIFE Channel, and the Town Toyota Center events. Every day we work with industry standard equipment for a hands-on learning experience.
Back courtside with you, and we're at halftime, where our halftime score is the Moses Lake Mavericks 26 and the Wenatchee Panthers 12. Moses Lake outscored Wenatchee 14-10 in a very competitive first quarter. The Panthers came out really firing on all cylinders on offense, and boy, by the time the second quarter rolled around, the experience of Moses Lake really showed as Moses Lake outscored the Panthers 12-2 in that second quarter, and that's where the score leaves us at halftime. Moses Lake 26, Wenatchee 12. It's really been the play of Lexi Cox, who's hit 3 3-pointers in the second quarter and leads all scoring with 11 points. In fact, 6 players in the scorebook for Moses Lake in that first half. Turnovers also played a part in the first half. Wenatchee a very clean first quarter, but not so much as we moved our way into the second quarter. We'll have the stats coming up here a little bit later on in our halftime show. I do want to mention other games around the Big Nine tonight. Sunnyside is at West Valley and Eastmont is at Davis. Ike, the Eisenhower Cadets are idle tonight. Lots of basketball still to come as we move into tomorrow night. Then we'll have a Christmas winter break, and then we'll be back full force with you again for more basketball coming up in January and, of course, into February as well. And coming up tomorrow night, it's Wenatchee basketball at Eastmont. Eric Cranstrom will have the call. Girls game tips off at 4:30 from Eastmont High School, and the boys tip off at 6. And then as we move into January, I mentioned lots of basketball to get to. Friday, the 5th of January, it's Davis at Wenatchee, and Davis very good in both girls and boys, as you might expect this year. I will have that call for you on Friday, January 5th. The girls tip off at 5:30, and the boys tip off at 7 o'clock. And then, believe it or not, Monday, January 8th, and Tuesday, January 9th, it's Apple Blossom coverage here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Apple Blossom Get to Know You. That'll be with Eric Cranstrom at 5:30 on Monday the 8th. And then on Tuesday the 9th, it's the big pageant. Speeches with Eric at 10 a.m. and the Apple Blossom Top 10 announcement at 6 p.m. all coming up here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We will take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and look at halftime stats as our coverage of Big Nine basketball continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen's a good option for me. The risk of addiction, it's not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions, and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Our halftime show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our halftime score is Moses Lake 26 and Wenatchee 12. Scoring for the Panthers in that first half. Danica Cardona came off the bench with 2 points for the Panthers. Leading scorer, though, it was all Gabby Volan in the first half. 9 of the 12 points for Wenatchee scored by Gabby Volan. Also 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Carson Garcia Miller 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She has 1 point. And now for Moses Lake, Kylie Voss with 4. Lexi Cox leads all scorers with 11 points. She has 3 3-pointers in that first half. Kaya Char with 3 points. Kaisley Wiltbank with 4. Riley Nolette with 2. And Madison Bond with 2 points, rounding out the scoring for Moses Lake. Wenatchee committed 9 first-half turnovers, and Moses Lake committed 3 first-half turnovers. We will take another 2-minute timeout, and it's not tip time, but second half action coming up on the NCWLIFE Channel. Once again, our halftime score, Moses Lake 26 and Wenatchee 12. Second half coming your way in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Imagine a science project being done on the kitchen table. Feel the excitement on Christmas morning as the kids race down the stairs to form memories that cannot be erased. Listen for the laughter coming from the next room. Put your family in a new home to make these visions become reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade. Use the Move Meter entering 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on the cost of living and other factors. Make your dream place a reality with Coldwell Banker Cascade today.
The newest generation of GMC Sierra pickups offer the most advanced technology, the strongest selection of powertrain, and everything else you need to work hard, play hard, and explore the boundaries of the Wenatchee Valley and beyond. Take a look at the latest, most luxurious and durable trucks on the market.
You will see why GMC is not your grandfather's pickup.
You want to bet, kid?
Back at Wenatchee High School, second half just underway. Moses Lake with it underneath, shot up and no good by Voss. Rebound into the hands of Volan. Great to have you along here. Grant Olson courtside with you tonight. Second half action. It's Moses Lake on top, 26-12. It was Moses Lake by 4 at the end of the first quarter and extended that but to 14 here at halftime. Panthers another turnover as we kick off the second half. Bond with it. Hands it off now to Lexi Cox, who's had the hot hand in this first half. Here's Bond driving to the basket off the side of the backboard. No good. Good defense by the Panthers. Reffitt with the long-range shot. No good. Underneath, who's got it? And we've got a Moses Lake pushing foul underneath. And this one will be on Madison Bond, her second. And the first team foul here in this second half. Panthers with it, turned it over on their first possession here in the third quarter. We'll see if Stegman can get a play together here for the Panthers, and she loses it to Bond, and there's another one of those anger fouls as Stegman loses the ball and then comes back and fouls. And that'll be the first foul on Zaylee Stegman here in this ball game. Lexi Cox with it. So much experience for these Moses Lake Mavericks. To Bond, hands it back to Cox. Underneath, wide open, Voss, up and good.
2 points, Voss.
First points of the second half scored by the Mavericks and extend their lead now to 28-12. With 6:25 left third quarter. Voland near side, here's Stuber. Stegman picks up the loose ball. Tries to drive, hung up side of the key, in some trouble now, tries to find some help. It goes off a Moses Lake player as Voss kind of giggles a little bit. I don't think she thought it went off her, but it will be Panther basketball as Cardona comes in and Stegman to the bench for the Panthers. Inbounds. Here's Voland on the baseline. Right-hand layup, no good. Nice hustle rebound by Cardona, and then gets it taken away from her by Reffitt. Turnover number 3 already this third quarter by the Panthers. There's Lexi Cox, shot no good. Stuber with the rebound. Outlet to Garcia Miller. Looks down court, right side of the court. On the wing, Char on her. Man-to-man defense for Moses Lake here in the second half. Voland. Looking, gets a screen and roll to Stuber, but ends up throwing it away. That's turnover number 13 now on the Panthers. Here's Cox, nobody down the middle of the key. She kicks it out instead, though, to Bond. Right side, Reffitt. Bond gonna take the 3, good. So Bond with 5 in this game, and we're at a 19-point lead, and that is another turnover on the Panthers. Already 5 in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter. Left wing, Cox left open, no good. Rebound comes into the hands of Garcia Miller. Slowly across the timeline. Looks underneath, nobody there. Now gets it down low to Jones, who's been quiet in this game, to Cardona. Cardona shuffling those feet. Got to establish that pivot foot. She didn't that time, and that's turnover number 15 now on the Panthers in this game. Riley Nolette checks in for the Mavericks, and she'll give a breather to Kylie Voss, the 5'8 senior. Here's Cox. Crossover dribble, goes from right side to left side, down on the baseline, cut off there, kicks it back out. Char, here's Bond. She's not afraid to shoot it. Why not? Good. Her second 3 of this third quarter. We're now at 34-12. The Panthers yet to score here in this third quarter. Moses Lake has outscored them 8-0. Down low, Riley Jones. Good look at it. Ball rolls off the back of the rim, no good. Voland with the rebound. She puts up the scoop layup off the back of the backboard, no good. And that'll be Moses Lake basketball with 4:06 left third quarter. Panthers just cannot get into any kind of rhythm at all on offense here. So far in this second quarter, Bond left open again, no good. Reffitt the offensive rebound, dragging that pivot foot, and finally the traveling is called. That's only 4 turnovers on Moses Lake so far in this game. Garcia Miller again slowly across half court. Gets a screen from Cardona, running jump shot. It was partially blocked by Char. Jones picks up the loose ball. Cardona back down. Riley Jones, she has her shot blocked by Lolette. It's picked up by Madison Bond. Cox back right side, ref it. Cardona on her. Panthers man-to-man defense as well. Cox, here's Bond, thought about a long-range shot again, drives instead, it's blocked. Stuber with the block. Loose ball's picked up by Cox, and she kicks it back out to Char. Now on the right side, ref it. One-handed, right-handed shot, no good. Loose ball picked up by Garcia Miller. Under 3 minutes now left to go in the third quarter. Down court, Volan. Back out, Garcia Miller. Baseline, Volan wings it up there, no good. Madison Bond, the rebound, as Nolette hits the floor, gets back up, and the Mavericks come back down on offense. Bond, far side, ref it, drives, ball is knocked out of her hands by Garcia Miller. And a couple of substitutions. Gracie Cast comes in for Moses Lake, and also the lefty, Kaylee Wiltbank. Mavericks with it. Cox, baseline jumper off the rim, no good. Long rebound, and I think we've got a pushing foul underneath. The ball may have went off Jones, but instead we've got a pushing foul, and it will be on Riley Nolette. And that is her first, second team foul on the Mavericks here in this second half. 2:25 now left third quarter. Panthers still yet to score here in this third quarter. Garcia Miller stops at the side of the key, passes it out to Cardona. Back to Garcia Miller. Looks for some help. 9 on the shot clock now for the Panthers. Here's Stuber. Underneath, nice pass to Jones, and she's fouled underneath, and boy, Riley Nolette cannot believe it. That's her second consecutive foul now. 3 team fouls on the Mavericks, as that sends sophomore Riley Jones to the free throw line. Young Panthers squad here. Jones, first free throw, no good. She'll get one more in this 34-12 game. Jones, second free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Nolette the rebound, and it goes off her hand and out of bounds, and it will go back to the Panthers. So a break for Wenatchee here as Voss checks back in. She'll replace Nolette in the lineup. Also checking back in is Char for Moses Lake, replacing Refit. As the Panthers have it side out, 1:55 left third quarter. Garcia Miller barks out the play, looking for her teammates to move. In some trouble, now gets it to Cardona. Pass not well advised. Turnover on the Panthers. Back the other way come the Mavericks. Wiltbank underneath, wide open cast under there, up and in.
3 point, 2 points cast.
36-12, 1:30 left to go, third quarter. Volan left open for this long-range shot, no good. Jones there for the rebound, puts it on the floor, almost tied up, and finally the ball is knocked out of her hands and into the hands of Moses Lake and Cast. Coast-to-coast Cast, no good. Rebound Cox, it's knocked away from her. Stuber picks up the loose ball. Turnover on Moses Lake. Back the other way come the Panthers. Minute left, third quarter. Volan, right side wing, crosses over to the left hand, looks for a pick and roll, nobody home. Now she's in some trouble, forced to take the shot, puts it back up on her own rebound, no good. It looks like she draws the foul underneath the basket. This is on Kylie Voss. That's number 3 on Voss. Now the only player really in the game with any kind of foul trouble. 10 team fouls in the game to 4 for Wenatchee, so Moses Lake has committed more fouls, but with the 14-point lead, Garcia Miller misses her first free throw. That's 0 for 3 now in this third quarter from the free throw line for the Panthers. Still yet to score in this third quarter. Garcia Miller, free throw, no good. Jones for the rebound, but she's tied up with Cast, and possession will go to the Panthers. With 47 seconds left in the period. Olson will bring it in. Looking, forced to come all the way out to Garcia Miller. Picked up there by Bond. A switch now as Nolet picks her up. I should say Wiltbank. Back out, ball is tipped out of bounds by Bond and will remain Wenatchee basketball. Garcia Miller inbounds now. Gabby Bolin down low and into a double team. A turnover again. That's 18 now on the Panthers. Layup, Cast, good. Just like that, Moses Lake gets down court. Now a 26-point lead. 20 seconds left, third quarter. Garcia Miller once again looking for some help. Shovel passes it to Stuber. Cardona is going to take the long shot. In and out, no good. Cast with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Cast still on the dribble. Stutter step. Loses control of the ball. Picked up by Volin. And that will do it for our third quarter. And what a third quarter for the Moses Lake Mavericks. After 3, it's Moses Lake 38, Wenatchee 12. Back for fourth quarter in 60 seconds.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Allergens. You can't see them, but they live in your carpet and your air ducts. Call the experts at Clean Air Connection for a clean, healthy living environment. Experience, education, and the right equipment equals the best cleaning job possible. Call Clean Air Connection today. Pet dander, allergens, dust, and pollen? Trust your home's carpet and duct cleaning to the experienced experts at Clean Connection. This locally owned family business educates their staff and uses only the best equipment. Call Clean Air Connection today.
All right, fourth quarter just about ready to begin here at Wenatchee High School, and it has been all Moses Lake Mavericks. They lead it by a score of 38-12, outscoring the Panthers 12-0 in that third quarter. That's right, the Panthers didn't score a point in the third, and that allowed Moses Lake to jump out to this big lead now as we are underway fourth quarter. Mavericks with it. Here's Char. Picked up by Cardona, down low. Shot taken, Voss up and in.
2 points, Voss.
40-12 now our score. Is Panthers with their first possession here in this second, or should say fourth quarter. Volin still on the move, dumps it down low and just into double coverage again. Luckily the Panthers get it back. It's Garcia Miller to Stuber, back to Garcia Miller. 7 on the shot clock for the Panthers is Garcia Miller, a hook shot. Beautifully done, up and in, and that's her first field goal of the night and the first point for the Panthers in this second half. 40-14 our score, 7 minutes left in the ball game. Remember, the boys take the court in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Cast the layup, almost got it to go for a 3-point play. Instead, she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Garcia Miller, I think. Or is it Riley Jones? It is, and that's number 3 on her. So Riley Jones now in a bit of foul trouble with 3. Cast, first free throw, in and out, no good. Gets Zaylee Stegman off the bench quickly. She comes in for Garcia Miller. Cast, second free throw, also no good. Rebound, though, to Voss. And the Mavericks then almost turn it over. Stegman kicked it out of bounds. So it is dueling turnovers And the Panthers get it back. Panthers need somebody to take the ball out of bounds. Or I should say Moses Lake, rather. As Wiltbank hustles over. Side out into Char. Right-handed dribble, picked up man-to-man by Cordona. Switch now as Jones takes Cast. Here's the left-hander Wiltbank, throws one up there, no good. Left alone, Cast. She's going to put it up, no good. And Stegman with the rebound, quickly down court for the Panthers. Got to have a sense of urgency now. 40-14 our score. Underneath, Volan took a couple of steps. One-handed, right-handed shot, good. And that's the first points for Volan in this second half. She's now in double figures with 11. Char, baseline to Bond, back out top of the key, now left side. Here's Wiltbank to Bond, almost stolen away by Stegman. Bond's going to put it up for three. It's inside the arc, 2 points. Bond, what a shooter. Her first two of this fourth quarter. 10 points now for Madison Bond in the Mavericks. 42-16 our score. Volan gets a screen, can't do anything with it though. Steps back, takes the shot off the back of the iron, no good. Nice offensive rebound by Jones to Cardona, puts one up, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Madison Bond, stolen away by Cordona. Now it's Stegman, up and in.
2 points, Stegman.
Her first basket of the night, and it's 42-18. Char with it, hands it off to Cast. Picked up there by Riley Jones. Char at the left elbow, dumps it underneath to Cast, and boy, not much of a foul there. Riley Jones can't believe it, and I really can't either. I didn't see hardly any contact there. But Riley Jones will pick up the foul. That's a big one, number 4 on her. And the second team foul on the Panthers here in the second half. Cast at the free throw line. First one for the freshman is good. That's right, she's only a freshman, folks. What a player she's going to be. Voss to the bench. Also, Char comes out. Back in there is Kendall Reffett for Moses Lake. And also Brooklyn Clark, her first action of the night, a 5'5" freshman for Moses Lake. Here's Cast. Second free throw, no good. 1 for 4 from the line. Panthers had it and then turn it back over, and it will be Moses Lake basketball. 11th turnover of this half for Wenatchee, 9 in the first half, so that's 20 so far in this game. Also into the game is Addison Burns for Moses Lake, only a freshman. Speaking of freshmen, Cast with the shot, no good. It goes off a Maverick and out of bounds. And what kind of player is this Cast going to be? Gracie Cast so far, only 5 points in the game, but she has played a whale of a game for a youngster. Madison Bond comes out for Moses Lake as the bench empties now for the Mavericks. Natalie Schuler in there, a junior at 5'5". Here's Volan for the Panthers. Puts one up short, no good. Rebound, and we've got a reach-in foul. Brooklyn Clark had the rebound and the reach-in. And that'll be on Cardona. Number 1 and number 1 on her, number 3 team fouls here in this second half. Here's Brooklyn Clark for the Mavericks. Fakes right, passes left to Cast. Underneath Wiltbank. Open shot underneath is Burns. Puts it up and in.
2 points, Burns.
Addison Burns off the bench for Moses Lake with her first points of the night. Volan the drive. She's fouled on the baseline. This foul will be on Brooklyn Clark.
Foul number 20, Clark, first foul.
To the line is Volan. 1 of 2 so far tonight. First free throw off the mark, no good. Panthers were 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half and a 0 for 5 here in the second. Boland's second free throw also off the mark, no good, but there's Riley Jones with the rebound. Shot taken, no good. And the rebound into the hands of the Mavericks, and we've got a reach-in foul on Zaylee Stegman. Stegman's second foul. Fourth team foul on the Panthers. 4:15 left to go fourth quarter. It's all Moses Lake. 45-18 our score. Clark left side, cast. Now here's Schuler with it. She drives to the basket, no good. Rebound into the hands of Jones. And back come the Panthers. It's Stegman with it as we dip under 4 minutes left to go fourth quarter. Stegman, lob pass underneath. Jones can't put the shot up. Back to Stegman. She'll take the shot up and in. 4 points in this fourth quarter for Zaylee Stegman. And it's 45-20 now with 3:36 left to go in the ball game. Burns, left side. It's Clark with it now. Lots of substitutes in there for the Mavericks. Wiltbank, that lefty, good.
3 points, Wiltbank.
Kalesley, Wiltbank with a three, and there have been a lot of them here for the Moses Lake Mavericks in this ball game. 7 3-pointers for Moses Lake. Here's Jones now down low for the Panthers. Lob pass down there, can't do anything with it. Back out, shot taken, no good by Cardona. And now we've got a jump ball called in the corner of the court as Panthers apply pressure to Addison Burns, and that'll be a turnover in Panther basketball. Wiltbank checks out, and into the game now is number 12, and that's Brianna Bischoff. Bischoff only a freshman at 5'4". Quick foul on the Mavericks, and that's Gracie Cast with the foul as Cardona checks in for Stegman, Danica Cardona. Panthers basketball, fresh shot clock, 2:55 left. Here's Volan, long range shot, no good. Burns with the rebound, and we've got a reach-in foul, and I believe this one is on Cardona. And it is, that's Danica's second foul. 2:50 left fourth quarter. That sends Addison Burns to the free throw line, a 5'8" sophomore. Right-handed shooter, first one good.
1 point, Burns.
3 points in this fourth quarter for Addison Burns off the bench as Riley Jones comes to the bench for the Panthers. And Lola Dietzman checks back in. Saw some action in the first half. Ava Jo Berry now checks in for Wenatchee. And she replaces Cardona. 49-20. Here's Burns, second free throw off the glass, and it's good, but she crossed the free throw line, so that one won't count. And the Panthers have it. 2:48 left in the fourth quarter. This second half dominated by Moses Lake, and that has really been the difference in this game. There's Volan, left-handed layup, good. It's going to count, and she's going to go to the line. Brianna Bischoff with her first. Volan with the chance now to complete the three-point play. 4 points in this second half for Volan to go along with her 9 in the first half. Shots on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound into the hands of the Mavericks. Panthers have been just horrendous from the free throw line in this second half. 0 for 7. And we've got a double dribble called on the Mavericks. It's Brooklyn Clark, and that gives it back to Wenatchee. 2:33 left. Fourth quarter, 49-22. Panthers no points in that third quarter, outscored 12-0, and that really blew this one open for the Mavericks. Pass right side, it's bobbled over there. Cardona has it, and then it's finally lost out of bounds on the baseline. And it will be Moses Lake ball. 21 turnovers for the Panthers, also been a big difference in this game. 11 for Moses Lake as Garcia Miller checks back in, and Bolin has a seat on the bench. The senior, pretty solid game here tonight, 13 points. Bischoff, right side. They call her Boo, is what it says on the roster. So we'll go with Boo Bischoff. It's kind of cool. Underneath, the shot's taken up and in. Natalie Schuler, her first points of the night off the bench for Moses Lake. 51-22. Garcia Miller, top of the key, bomb, no good. Rebound, kicked around down there. Looks like it was kicked by possibly, or no, we have a foul on the play. This foul's on Lola Dietzman for the Panthers, and that'll send Addison Burns back to the free throw line. She's 1 of 2 so far this quarter with 3 points in this fourth quarter. A sophomore, 5'8" sophomore, free throw good.
1 point Burns.
3 of 7 from the line for the Mavericks here in this second half. Not exactly lighting things up either from the free throw line. This one well off the mark, no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Panthers, I believe, knock it out, and they do. This goes back to Moses Lake with 1:46 left. Don't forget, coming up next, we'll take a little bit of a break, and then it's boys basketball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Underneath, shot taken. Riley Nolette, it's good. Beautiful pass underneath. 54-22 our score. Garcia Miller for the Panthers, determined in this last couple of minutes. Hits that shot up no good. Burns the rebound, and she outlets it to Brooklyn Clark. No hurry for the Mavericks now. Nursing this 32-point lead. Top of the key, it's Nolette. Right side, Clark. She's going to drive uncontested to the basket. It's up and good. Brooklyn Clark now. Her first 2 points of the night. Back the other way, Garcia Miller hoping for a call under there. Doesn't get it. Ball is still loose under there. And finally it's tied up. Dietzman and Bischoff on the floor to tie things up, and it will be Moses Lake basketball with 58 seconds left to go in this one. Moses Lake will pick up their first conference victory in this early season tonight. Panthers ball on the floor. Cardona will keep it, and it will be Panther basketball on the alternating possession. Carson Garcia Miller to Cardona, puts one up, and boy, we've got a foul. She did draw one there. I think that's what she was hoping for. She'll go to the free throw line. Foul is on Brooklyn Clark, and that's her second. So 5 team fouls on the Panthers, 4 for Moses Lake this half. Cardona free throw line, good. 2 points in the first half for Danica Cardona. 1 point now in the second for 3 on the night with 41 seconds left, and Cardona will get another one. Shots on the way, front of the rim, no good. Rebounded, shot taken by Garcia Miller, no good. And back the other way, it's the Mavericks. With the basketball is Schuler all the way to the hoop, no good. Rebound, it's Danica Cardona with 18 seconds left, shot clock off. Cardona, she's going to put it up. Why not? Too hard, no good. Rebound to the Mavericks. Nolette, 4 seconds. 3. Clark wants the shot. Baseline, puts it up, no good. And that is our ball game. Our final score, Moses Lake 56 and the Wenatchee Panthers 23. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll wrap things up in game number 1 right after this.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's, our place or your place. Our family is here for your family. What makes Abby's triple topper so great?
Pepperoni, Canadian bacon, ground beef.
With these premium toppings piled to the edge, it's a whole lot of pizza on sale for a very special price. And when you give the gift of Abby's, we'll give you a present too.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station. We hope you're enjoying our holiday programming. From movies to your favorite music, we've got you covered. And while you gather with friends and family to watch NCWLIFE, we need to thank our platinum sponsor, Alpine Heating and Cooling, for helping us bring you these shows. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air? Call Alpine Air.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Brett Olson back courtside. Once again, our final score in game number 1. It was Moses Lake 56, Wenatchee 23. The Mavericks outscored the Panthers 18-11 in that fourth quarter. Outscored Wenatchee 12-0 in the third, 12-2 in the second, and 14-10 in the first quarter to roll to this 56-23 win. Taking a look at the scoring now, first for the Panthers, Danica Cardona with 3 points, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Zaylee Stegman had 4 points in the game. Riley Jones, just a couple of missed free throws in the game. Gabby Volan ends up with 13 points on the night, 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Carson Garcia Miller, 3 points, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. The Panthers, not too good from the charity stripe tonight. 3 out of 12 in the ball game and committed 22 turnovers in the ball game. For the Moses Lake the Mavericks, I knew I was going to do that tonight. 2 points for Natalie Schuler, 5 points for Gracie Cass. Cass 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Kylie Voss with 8. Lexi Cox with 11 points. Brooklyn Clark 2. Kayla Char had 3 points. Kaylesley Wiltbank with 7 points tonight. Riley Nolette with 4. Madison Bond ends up with 8 points. And Addison Burns with 4. She was 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Moses Lake 3 of 8 from the free throw line and committed 11 turnovers. So that's it. Game number 1. Our final score, Moses Lake 56. And the Wenatchee Panthers 23. We'll take a bit of a break now. We'll come back with our coach's interview and our starters for game number 2 as our coverage of Big 9 basketball continues on the NCWLIFE Channel after this. Monahan, baseline jumper from 6.
Thanks for watching live sports on the NCWLIFE Channel. Tonight's basketball action has been brought to you in part by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Our gold sponsor, Town Auto Group. Sponsorship also includes Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Air Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Inland Northwest Honda Dealers, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tiki Hawaiian Barbecue, Together for Youth, and the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. This concludes this live broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return you to normal programming already in progress.
The three-point line, no it isn't. It's a 3 and it's good.